Hello, my friends, and welcome to News of the Week. And Hosier has done a cover of Fairytale of New York on SNL, and he censored the words f*** it and slut. This is what these modern artists always do. Now, first of all, I thought the performance overall was a good performance. Usually Hosier kind of sings with a black accent, which, by the way, isn't that kind of offensive? Take me to church, I'll worship at the dog, at the time you'll laugh. Is that not what the whole Hosier kind of fan base is against? Cultural appropriation and stuff like that. But second of all, he kind of goes Irish for this one. In the drunk tank. Which I don't mind the code switching. I mean, it happens to the best of us. And personally, by the way, I see the black accent as like well within the realms of artistic expression. He censored the word. I'm going to, in this video, try and express to you why I think this is like deeply immoral. And before I start here, I want you to know that this is like, you should be listening to this the same way you listen to Martin Luther King when he said, "I have a dream." I am expressing to you a vision of the future that if you buy into it, things will be better. And this is my thing, by the way. The same way you feel about Gaza, I feel about this. You know, I don't give a shit about cycling lanes or pesticides or legalizing weed. This is my thing. So listen up. Shane MacGowan sang Fairytale New York. Shane MacGowan was a troubled genius. He was troubled in the sense that he was just a chronic alcoholic his whole life, probably a drug abuser, spent time in the loony bin. He was a genius in the sense of some of the work he produced. He was one of those guys who was kind of married to his misery. He was like Charles Bukowski or, William Burroughs. He was a dirty bastard, occasionally capable of just awe-inspiring beauty. There was a total sort of contradiction in Shane MacGowan. He was anointed creatively. He was leaked charisma. And he was a genius in ways, and he underachieved creatively. And Fairytale in New York is like sort of a great kind of microcosm of his life. I could have been someone, well, so could anyone. It's like, it's a song that expresses a lot of regrets, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of toxicity. And it's about a relationship going wrong. And because it's about that, these two lowlives in love, they say bad stuff to each other. The girl says to the guy, "You're a cheap, lousy f***," and the guy says to the girl, "You're an old slut on junk." It's despicable, and I think we can all relate to being despicable, especially when we're in love. I mean, when you fall in love, you basically unconsciously expect the other person to solve all your problems and heal all your wounds, and of course they can never do that, and then you're angry. And you say awful things. And so it was Shane MacGowan's, I suppose, choice to have the woman call the man a fat and the man call a woman a slut for this kind of scene to be true. But modern artists have taken matters into their own hands. Modern artists have said, well, I'm a good boy. I can't break any of the rules. We need to change these lyrics. And you kind of go, well, just don't fucking sing the song then, like leave it to the legends. But they go, no, I don't like feeling excluded and it's a great song. I need to sing it, but I need to make it really clean and sanitized.
You're an old gallon junk lying there almost dead on that trip in that bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy blagger.
And a song like this, and you guys don't know this because you do spreadsheets for KPMG or you like, serve coffee or whatever. Songs like this don't come about from this universe. That's not where they're born. They come from the ether. Shane MacGowan didn't sit down with Jem Fincher or whatever the guy's name is and go, let's do a C chord and let's follow it with a B flat and let's end it with an A major and let's have the lines, "The boys of the NYPD choir were singing all the day." Like, that's not the way it works. Songs of this caliber come from God through Shane MacGowan out to you. And the artist's job is to not interfere at all. to transport the song, not to create it, you know? That's why the crimes of Hosier, of Imelda May, of Glenn Hansard, of Ed Sheeran are so grievous, because they're playing God. They're going, no, 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 I disapprove. Who are you to disapprove?
You're an old slut on junk lying there almost dead on a dripping out bed.
You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap homosexual.
And if you don't believe me that this is where songs come from, ask yourself, how did Noel Gallagher write his best songs in less time than it took to play them? And why is it that years later, when he's all worn out and divorced 3 times, he spends a year writing a song now and it's shit? This shit isn't logical. And these artists are totally abdicating responsibility. Their number one selfish cause in their whole lives every day has to be, are artists comfortable? And they're abdicating that responsibility because they're afraid that they will miss out on a brand deal, or a few fans won't like them, or somebody will write a mean article. It's like if you make a WW2 movie, are the Nazi guards going to be really nice to the fucking Jews? No, they're going to call them slurs. And in order for it to be a good movie, we need to hear slurs. And even you as a consumer, like, maybe you should care about this stuff too, even, because your whole free time is dedicated to art. You stick on Netflix, you stick on Spotify, you stick on YouTube. You watch stuff, you consume stuff. It's like, what would you be without this stuff? What's even more dystopian and weird is that when Shane MacGowan died last year, they all sang at his funeral and they all said all the words of the song, as if to say, well, you're dead now. So here's a little treat, doggy. We're going to sing your evil song with all the words.
You're an old slut on junk lying there almost dead on a dripping out bed.
You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy faggot.
Like, if the song's so evil, don't sing the fucking song. Like, why is it okay to sing the song at his funeral and then we're gone straight back to business as usual censoring the song? Because they know they can get away with it. And that isn't like a convincing moral platform. Oh, anything you can get away with is the right thing to do. And in truth, I think a decision needs to be made. Either kill this song in the grave and we all disavow the song forever, or just sing it. Sing the fucking song. It depicts a fucking dirty bar, like dirty, slaggy people talking to each other. Who else is going to stick up for art? It's not going to be the accountants. It's not going to be the fucking bricklayers. It's not going to be the businessmen or the receptionists. It's the fucking artists. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching News of the Week. I'll see you soon.